There's an order in place that requires businesses, all businesses, to post their plans publicly. And that's where the accountability is. It's the accountability to the public, to be able to see what people are doing, to your employees, that they know the measures that you're taking, and the guidance that we have put out specific to the different sectors is available on the WorkSafe BC website as well. So you know what the guidance says. We know what type of measures need to be in place, and the accountability is with the public posting. So it's not a regulation, but there will be an inspection process and based on priorities. So we're looking at some of the higher risk areas that we know of, like some of the processing plants, the meat processing plants, fruit and vegetable places like that, as well. If the public has concerns about how people are implementing their COVID-19 safety plans, if they can talk to their local public health EHOs who can do inspections on a complaints basis. There's also, if you're an employee and has concerns, then you should talk to WorkSafe BC, because WorkSafe BC has inspectors who are able to follow up on those as well. So that's the how we're rolling it out here. The accountability is to all of us to understand what safety things need to be in place and how we're implementing them relative to our specific situation and our specific business. So the plan is something that you must have, and it must be available to the public. But then the guidance needs to be adapted to your unique situation of your business, your physical layout, the population you serve, the employees that you have. And you need to make accommodation for the concerns that your employees may have. As we know, this has been something working together between public health and WorkSafe BC, and WorkSafe BC has been taking the lead on the interaction with the different sectors of industry to make sure that the guidance reflects the needs and the concerns in that industry. So if you are an employee and you have concerns about your workplace environment, as in any other environment, WorkSafe BC is the place to go to get the advice or the to have the complaints if you have complaints. You can also, of course, go through your unions if you are unionized. But we always, in public health, play a role in the protection of the health of the public. So it's the environmental health officers on our teams who do things like restaurant inspections, which are things that we do all the time to ensure that food is safe. We do inspections of food processing plants, of all kinds of water systems, etc. So they are the experts on making sure that people have the advice and have the processes in place that can keep the public safe. So if you have concerns about safety in a business, whether it's a nail salon or a restaurant, then you can complain to your local public health, and they will do an inspections depending on what the risks are, and there's various different levels of inspection. But again, our approach on regular times is that we take an educational approach. Our first line of action is not to fine people or shut them down. It's to ensure that they are taking the necessary actions that we need to keep people safe. Having said that, there are abilities for environmental health officers to shut down a business if they feel that there are health hazards that put the public at risk, and there's protocols that WorkSafe BC can as well, and they have provision to fine people if needed. But our first approach is to help people through this. It's, like I've said, it's not something we've done before, so we need to make sure that everybody is being thoughtful about it and that they're enacting the plans that they've made and that they're working. So that's the approach we'll be taking.